Here's Erin O'Toole. Let's come back to the panel and listen to Erin O'Toole.
We will be the voice for the millions of Canadians being left behind in Justin Trudeau's economy. Today, we heard more of the same from the Trudeau government. What we didn't hear was a plan for the economy, a plan to tackle the cost of living crisis. Wages are flat, and more jobs are part-time and precarious. Young families are being priced out of the neighborhoods they grew up in.
The college students or university are abandoning the idea of buying a home. Workers have difficulty filling up their cars.
Every dollar as inflation wreaks havoc on their fixed incomes. Small businesses are being squeezed by the supply chain crisis, and Mr. Trudeau's tax increases are killing their margins. As we approach the holidays, some parents are worried about putting presents under the tree. And every month, the lines at food banks across this nation grow. The reality facing Canadian families seems to be something that the Liberal government are all too happy to blissfully ignore. The Liberal government's spending is fueling the inflation crisis. The government's ideology is fueling division. And this government's platitudes are becoming barriers to real action. But Canada's Conservatives are here to be the voice for working Canadians. We are here to stand up for the country. Conservatives are proud of this country and will work hard to save it from plunging prosperity, domestic division, and international irrelevance.
The spending of Liberals is worsening the inflation crisis, and their ideology is fueling division, and the mediocrity of this government is a barrier to action. But the Canadian Conservatives are here to be the voice of families who work. They are here to defend the country.
Relentlessly focused on an economic recovery for Canadians after the pandemic, in every sector of the economy and in every region of this country. Inflation has skyrocketed to 4.7% and is still rising, but the hourly average wage is up only 2% over the last year. Justin Trudeau and his new environment minister want to deny the energy sector the opportunity to supply the world with ethical, emission-lowering Canadian energy at a time that it is most desperately needed. They would rather ship crude oil up the St. Lawrence from Saudi Arabia or Venezuela than ensure a worker in Edmonton or a First Nation community can provide for their family. Canada's Conservatives will be the voice for Canadians who want to see a clean environment and a lower carbon future, but want to leverage Canadian energy and innovation as part of that future. The voice of Canadians who are proud of what we build and what we invent here in Canada, from the critical minerals that power electric vehicles to the steel, aluminum, and people that build them. The voice for Canadians who are proud of their country and want to see real progress on the path to reconciliation and not just symbolic gestures.
Under Justin Trudeau, Canada is divided. To fix this, he needs to work in partnership with the provinces and not paternalistically. Conservatives have a different approach, and it's not the Ottawa knows best approach. It's an approach of listening and agreements. The government also needs to fix the official languages issue. It's a priority, but Liberals are not doing anything for 6 years. Economically and culturally, Quebecers want to fight the lack of staffing, the inflation crisis, and all the while preserving their identity and autonomy. Only the Conservative team will deliver.
Ideological policies are leaving millions of Canadians behind and are straining our national unity. We must also create solutions to combat the ever-deepening mental health and addiction crisis facing this country. Those battling depression and addiction need to know where to turn for help. We must ensure that wait times are not barriers to accessing real treatment. I want Canadians to know that we heard you in the election. You did not want the pandemic election, and you sent back another minority parliament to get to work. I want you to know that we will stand up for you and make sure your voice is heard in Ottawa. I'm proud to lead a passionate team of women and men who love this country and are committed to its prosperity and to its unity. Les conservateurs vont se concentrer sur la paix.
Conservatives are going to concentrate on peace, order, and good government. We're also going to eliminate divisions in this country. Once we're able to work with other parties in this House to make Canada more prosperous and united, we will do it.
To hold this government to account, to demand accountability, and to demand transparency. And we will propose real solutions to get Canada moving again. We will strive to place the interests of the country and its unity at the forefront of everything we do. Conservatives will fight for your interests and not just for Liberal special interests. We will serve as a reflection of the country and its hopes, fears, and aspirations. We are here to secure Canada's future. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.